Hey guys, Justin, MBKFA and Jackson Kayak. Wanted to show you guys a little trolling rig that I have during the cold water. Me and Kyle were in the Theodore Industrial Canal and found a bunch of schooling speckled trout in a particular area, and this is a bait that helped me to find those fish as I was moving through. So I was just going to show it to you real quick. Not your typical jig and plastic combo. It's just going to be a little tweak on it to show you kind of what I did. It gives a lot of thump. First of all, I'm using these right here. See if I can show it to you. It is basically a mushroom head, or basically it's a shrimp body jig head. This is made for flat-ended plastics where the flat part will just butt right up against that, and you can see that it's got really good hooks on here for holding that plastic in place. It is a pretty short shank. It's not very long, but that actually works out really well and to the advantage of what I'm going to do with it. So this is a 1/4 ounce, and actually this is a Bass Pro Shops brand. I'll put a picture of the package down in the comments below. And what I'm actually putting on it is one of these egret wedge tails. Nice fat tail on that. Gives a lot of thump as it's going through the water. Works really well for making a good amount of noise. This is the chartreuse color. But the one thing I do when I get this thing rigged up, I notice that the head of the bait and the head of the jig are actually about the same shape, and that's obviously not very flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the jig head in front of that bait and find out where that spot is. And conveniently, on these wedge tails, they have a little gill section right here where you can tell the little spot right where that head ends. And what I like to do on that is to bite the head off. Let's see what happens. Alright, so you can cut it or you can bite it or whatever you want to do, but I have now a headless bait. But it is perfectly designed now to fit my jig head. Just clean that up a little bit. Alright, so what I am going to do is I'm going to rig that to come out right there, just like that. So without further ado, and also I'm noticing on these plastics that it's a good firm plastic. It's not like some of them where they're real soft and rip real easy. This one actually holds up pretty well. So working it on there. Alright, so there you have it. That is a really good trolling bait. And you see that we shortened the length of the entire bait just a little bit because of that head making the difference, and that short shank actually works out really well with that. Comes out right behind that dorsal fin on the bait. But anyways, good trolling bait, wintertime. Guys, if you're trying to find fish and you know they're in the area but you don't know exactly where they're located, just cast this thing out behind you and troll it until you get a hit. That'll mark your spot, and then you just turn around and start fishing that area a little bit more thoroughly. But anyways, hope that helps, guys. Thanks.